Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pumpkin Patch. I'm Jessica Moser.
And I am James Moser.
And we just went to Days of the Dead.
Absolute blast.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. And one of the most fun things that we did while we were there is get a little bit of our shop on.
Let's just say that whenever we go to any event, the cost of the event is negligible as to how much we're going to spend in the merch.
We have a separate souvenir budget always. And as we're showing the stuff, we'll talk to you guys about how much it costs, because I think that's an important thing to kind of know going in to any convention. Also, I just want to, before we start showing all the stuff, word of warning.
Oh, I was not aware there was warning. Okay, let's do this.
So, I went to Days of the Dead for the first time in 2022.
I was also there.
Yep, you were there too.
I was there.
Yeah. And when we got there, we noticed that there were a lot of vendors who were selling art. And we were like, we're really not art people. We're going to be fine. Absolutely 100% incorrect. When it comes to art of things that I really like, I will go hard.
And go often. Because this is our second year going to Days of the Dead. And the first thing I thought about going back to Days of the Dead was like, I can't wait to get my hands on some sweet, sweet new art.
That's exactly it. And I really didn't think that I was that person, but honestly, the Days of the Dead artists just bring it more than other artists that I've seen. But we just needed more killers in our art.
Yeah, honestly, that's exactly what I need in my life. Not just in my art, but...
Fictional killers, not real killers.
Yeah, exactly.
Not a thing.
Having something that represents us, something that we're really, really into, is kind of hard. But Days of the Dead is set up so much better. It is so superior. And you know every table you go to, there's something at that table you're going to want to buy.
It's true. It's true.
For me, at least. I'm like, I could spend all of my money here.
Excuse me. How is it in there? Be careful. Why is that? You could spend all your money in there.
Even with all the beautiful art we got, I could have bought more.
Yeah, and there were a couple of artists there, two in particular, that we got all of our art from two different artists. It was different because it was like, oh, I like this style.
Yeah, that was exactly it. Like, I really feel like we developed a stronger point of view about the kind of art that we wanted.
Yeah.
You'll see that as we show you the art.
All right, well, you know what? Let's get into this sweet haul of Days of the Dead.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
All right, so first, before we get to the art that we just waxed poetic about, let's talk about some art that we got on t-shirts.
Yeah, as any horror fan knows, they are going to buy some t-shirts at a convention.
This year, the t-shirts we bought were from Cavity Colors.
Yes, we are huge fans of Cavity Colors. Yeah. Love Cavity Colors' work. I was ecstatic when I saw Cavity Colors was there.
Me too, and there was... When I saw the shirts, there was one shirt and I was like, I want that. It was the first thing I was sure that I wanted to buy.
There were several things I wanted. They had a beautiful Rocky Horror Picture Show shirt that I did not come home with, but...
They exist online.
So we're going to leave a link to Cavity Colors down below, and a link to all of the artists that we may purchase.
Absolutely.
Down below in the description. Their art is fantastic. Let's see what we got.
First, again, this is the first thing that I knew I absolutely wanted, is this Killer Clowns shirt. It's a tie-dye pink. It's so beautiful. I had to have it. It says, trapped in a cotton candy cocoon.
It's hard to get horror t-shirts on something other than a black t-shirt.
So I was really excited to add some color into my horror t-shirt wardrobe. All right, and then next we got another shirt from Cavity Colors.
That one was hers, and this one is mine. Badow, a little bit of Mr. Myers here. I love the fall leaves.
Down at the bottom it says, everyone is entitled to one good scare. This is very true.
And you just got the man himself, Michael, there. Beautiful autumn sky, full moon, the leaves. It's perfect, because look at this, look at this, look at this!
And for reference point too, the Cavity Colors t-shirts at Days of the Dead were $25 each, so we paid $50 for the t-shirts together. One more thing before we get to the art that we found at Days of the Dead, is the Hocus Pocus Toony Tears.
When we were going down to Days of the Dead, I said, okay, I want to get some art, and I want to see if they have the Sanderson Sisters Hocus Pocus box set, because it's come out relatively recently, and because of the supply chain, it's very hard to find it. I almost didn't know that this was what it was, because this box is different than the other boxes. It's got its own special box. But this is the Toony Terrors release of the Sanderson Sisters. I do love the Toony Terrors. That's what I do collect, is the NECA Toony Terror collection. But this right here, I had to have it. I had to get it because this one is very hard to find, all three of them individually. So just get it in the box.
And this one came from a toy vendor. We're not sure of the name, but this was $45, just for reference. That's a pretty reasonable price for Toony Terrors. Toony Terrors can run about that amount. So, all right, let's move on to the art now.
Time for the art.
All right, first up from our art that we bought is the art from Orcutt's Art Room. We'll leave, again, links down below for all the stuff. And Orcutt's Art Room also has an Instagram. We follow them at Fall Horsemen, so I encourage you to do the same, of course. Let's get into the first piece that I just had to have. And it's Sam, just sitting. I just loved this, and I thought it was so beautiful.
It's gorgeous. Love the shading.
I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. There might be a little bit of bounce back, because we went ahead and put it in a frame. It did not come in a frame. We went ahead and put it in a frame because we thought that was an easier way to display it on camera, and it's going on our wall, so.
But it's just Sam chilling, you know, from a night, making some plans. Maybe he's going trick-or-treating. Maybe he's gonna go killing. Who knows?
I don't know.
With Sam, you never know.
Yep, but this is a larger print. And then we got one more larger print from Orcutt's. And it is this Beetlejuice. I just thought this was gorgeous. He had a couple of Beetlejuice pieces. They were both very, very nice, very, very pretty, but I just specifically love this. I love that there's Lydia here. And again, like, I love the interplay of colors. And I love that there are some pinks and some brighter blues in here. I love the way this was done, and I really, really wanted it, so I got it.
It's good to see this medley, but it's overtaken by it's Showtime. Beetlejuice, and you got the Maitlands up here. It's very, very beautiful. I'm sure on camera that doesn't do it justice. There's depth to this.
But again, I mean, that's why I encourage you to follow him on Insta so you can see the stuff. And so we ended up with 2 larger prints, and then we got 3 smaller prints from him that are 11 by 17.
It was 3 larger prints for $60, and we picked 3 prints. He didn't have one in the larger, so he gave us 3 smaller prints for the same price.
That's correct. So we spent a total of $65, and that includes these three that we're about to show you from him. So we got a Frankenstein, which I thought was beautiful. And then to go with that, we got a Bride of Frankenstein here on the back that you can see. Again, like, I just thought this was beautifully done. I love the blues very, very much. And so we just thought these were beautiful, and we wanted some more Universal Monsters art in our lives.
Yeah, definitely something that we have a need for. We love the Universal Monsters, so we're not just Michael Myers. I don't just go out and buy nothing but Michael Myers stuff. This is my Michael Myers print that I picked out.
This may not be the only Michael Myers art that we've purchased.
Looking down at Lori, I love the shadow. This is definitely not something. I don't even know what this footage looks like. Won't know until I look at it in editing. It does not do this justice.
It really
this
doesn't.
in person in this frame is just amazing. I adore this artwork. It definitely makes the shape look dark and foreboding, but still that vacant feel that is very hard when artists try to transcribe Michael. They put personality into his face almost, and that defeats the purpose. These artists understand. Yeah, they understand exactly what Michael is, and he nailed it with this, and I love it. I adore it.
All right, that's it from Orcutt's, but all these prints together, so all 5 prints were $65, which I felt like was very reasonable, and it helps support like an independent artist, which is, I'm about that.
These are normal sized prints. These are something you can go get a frame at Walmart and put them in.
We had to talk to the artist about how he created these prints, and so friendly. And there was one other person at his booth that was also incredibly friendly, very nice, very easy to talk to. And one of the things that I want you to know about going to these art booths is that there was not a lot of high pressure selling going on. So you can feel comfortable going, browsing, and then walking away. And not feeling like you're going to get a hard sell to buy anything from any of these stuff.
And you flip through all of the artwork and you take your time and you just find the things that are perfect. There's stuff that are on display, but then you just flip through the books and you find all the different prints. This man had probably about 200.
I would say that's 200 to 250 different prints that you could buy, and there was stuff that was non-horror related in his books as well if you're interested in that. But I just feel like you should feel comfortable if you've not been to a convention or you haven't been like shopping at a convention. There's not a lot of people who are going to try to pressure you to buy specific things, so you can feel comfortable and safe going around and like shopping.
It is something that is, I think, more approachable.
Yeah.
It's very easy to go in. You can spend $20, $30 and get a really nice, good, huge piece for your wall, or something really small and personal. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right, on to the last. All right, last up are a couple of pieces of art from Adam's Art Box. He deals mostly in watercolor, and you might think, how is that going to work with horror art? Let me just tell you, it works pretty well.
Look at this. Look at this. Adam's Art Box happened to be right at the front of the vendor room. So when we walked in, I saw that and I was like, that's mine. I'm getting that. That will be mine. I will have it.
That's true.
Because it was so good. And this is what I was talking about when it comes to like the style. I love watercolor works. And honestly, watercolor works fantastic with horror because, I mean, what's a blood stain if not just some watercolors?
I mean, that's true.
But man, it is so good. It's so crisp. It's so clean. I adore this piece. It is definitely something it's like a prize thing for me. I love it.
Also, Adam the artist was there, so he actually signed this print and the other one that we bought down here. He fabulously nice. His wife was at the booth and she was also just amazingly nice and friendly to talk to.
And they had probably about 250 pieces as well. He had horror work, he had non-horror stuff, and then he had original artwork that he had just done himself.
He also had a lot of artwork of like Disney characters.
Yeah, there was a lot of Disney and obscure Disney characters too. A lot of people were flipping through and saying, "Wow, I didn't expect that." But beautiful work. Love this stuff. It's breathtaking, and it just looking at it again, like just seeing it drip.
Honestly, on camera probably doesn't do it justice, but it is gorgeous in person. One more piece from Adam's Art Box that I chose. I saw this on the first day of the convention and I was like, I need this. And it is Ghostface. This is made with coffee and wine stains. And when I was talking to Adam, the artist, about this piece specifically, he said that when he's creating this art, it's really hard because he doesn't exactly know how the coffee and wine will dry. And so knowing the work and the loving care that went into this was a really cool aspect of buying this piece. And I just thought this was beautiful.
I thought this was just a beautiful thing. Plus, it gets a special frame because little known fact about us, the first horror franchise that we watched together.
What is the Scream franchise?
The hashtag Cindy Prescott Strong.
That's us.
It's the best final girl ever.
Adam's Art Box is also on Instagram, and we'll leave a link down below just so you can get to it. But he does good work. So the larger print was $50, and then with a larger print you got a smaller print, so for free. So we ended up spending $50 on those two pieces. Specifically.
Now, we could have bought that Ghostface, just a small print was $25. They did not have a smaller print of that Michael and the Sheets. So we would have had to have gone to the larger size. But we were going to buy 2 prints anyway. We were going to spend $50, and we thought it was a really good deal being able to just buy the big one and then get the other one that we wanted already for free. Now, the only regret I have about Adam's art box is that his stuff is so good. I could have spent much more money.
Me too.
And he had a Universal Monster
art
on the back wall that was breathtaking with all of the big hitters. So that being said, it's much like earlier when we were talking about cavity colors. This is something we can still go. We're gonna go. We follow him on Instagram. We're gonna buy again from Adam's Art Box.
Absolutely.
And if he's at a convention again, we're gonna go up to him and we're gonna talk to him and his wife. We're gonna talk to all the other artists. We're gonna keep supporting these people because this is amazing stuff and we love it.
Absolutely. And also, I did notice that on Adam's Art Box's card that he also takes commissions. So, just if you're interested. That's all we had for you today. That's our haul from Days of the Dead. We really went hard on the shopping. You don't necessarily always do that, but at a horror convention, how can you not?
All your money.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for riding with Fall Horsemen.
Where Halloween lives.
And fall is forever.
Figure out where we're gonna put all this art at.
We only have so many walls, but challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted.